Lalenja Harrington, Bessie, Side 1. Every time I encountered prejudice, which was rubbed in my face under Jim Crow, I would feel it down to my core. I was not a crying child, except when I was being treated badly because of my race. In those instances, like when they wouldn't serve me at the drugstore counter in Raleigh, I would go home and sit on my bed and weep and weep and weep, the tears streaming down my face. Now, Mama would come up and sit on the foot of my bed, and she never said a word. She knew what I was feeling. She just didn't want to encourage my rage. So my mama would just sit and look at me while I cried. And it comforted me. I knew that she understood. And that was the most soothing salve. The words used to describe us, most often, were colored, Negro, black, nigger. I've also been called jigaboo, pickaninny, coon, you name it, honey. Some of these words are worse than others, and how mean they are depends on who's saying them and why. Personally, I don't use the word black very often to describe myself and my sister. To us, black was a person who was, well, black. And honey, I mean black as your shoe. I'm not black. I'm brown. Actually, the best word to describe me, I think, is colored. I am a colored woman, a Negro woman. Either one is okay. I know people dislike these words. I know today they use this term African American. It wouldn't occur to us to use that. We prefer to think of ourselves as Americans. That's all. I think I am just as good as anyone. That's the way I was brought up. I'll tell you a secret. I think I'm better. I remember being aware that colored people were supposed to feel inferior, but I knew I was a smart little thing, a personality, an individual, a human being. I couldn't understand how people could look at me and not see that, because it sure was obvious to me.